Rajiv Chakraj, rehabilitation by parking and all. ये आप 2310 पुरानी वाली दे रहे हो, ये तो मॉडिफाई दे रहे हैं हमें। तो ये तो अब पुरानी है सर, जो आप चला रहे हो। लो ले ही ले।
सर प्रेजेंटेशन की कॉपी ना हमारी वेबसाइट पे अपलोड की जाएगी, आप वहां से कलेक्ट कर लीजिए आईआरसी की वेबसाइट पे ना। एंड ऑफ द प्रोग्राम
इसका देख लो तो वो दे रहे हैं 15 हाँ हाँ। राजू चंद्राज को मिलाया।
मिनट से मिलेंगे आप। हाँ सर, वहीं पे अपलोड कर दीजिए। अपलोड होगा सर, वहाँ से नहीं होगा, वेबसाइट पे अपलोड होते हैं, अब वहाँ से डाउनलोड कर लो।
रेस्टोरेंट का रिवाइज है शायद, शायद एक पान वहाँ
काम है, ठीक है। हेलो, हाँ हमें क्लियर देखें। हाँ, ये बोले ना कि आगे आगे।
सर सर
है ना ये सेशन का।
Good afternoon, delegates. Welcome to all in 83rd annual session of IRC hosted by Government of Chhattisgarh. We all are gathered here for technical session 14. Presentation by officers of a state government department, PWDs, local bodies, PSUs. We now begin technical session 14. There are 4 technical presentation to be held under this session. तो एक बार जोरदार तालियां कितने लोग उपस्थित हैं मुझे पता चले कि इस हॉल में और इसी के साथ हम शुरुआत करने जा रहे हैं वैसे आज तीसरा दिन है और मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप सभी को आनंद आ रहा है छत्तीसगढ़ में आज तो मौसम भी कुछ अच्छा हो गया है बहुत अच्छा हो गया है हालांकि थोड़ी थोड़ी देर में धूप भी खिल रही है लेकिन इस बीच आपको बता दें कि पोल्यूशन छत्तीसगढ़ में फिलहाल बहुत हद तक कम है क्योंकि प्राकृतिक रूप से कुदरत ने छत्तीसगढ़ को बहुत नवाजा है और यदि आप लोगों को मौका मिले तो एक बार जरूर घूमिएगा बहुत खूबसूरत जगह है बस्तर के बारे में जितना सुना है वो वैसा नहीं है वो बेहद खूबसूरत है और आज भी जो रियल प्रकृति होती है वो बची हुई है तो चलिए इस सेशन में ज्यादा किसी का भी समय न लेते हुए मैं मंच पर आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी चेयर ऑफ दिस सेशन श्री के पीपरी जी को प्रेसिडेंट आईआरसी एंड इंजीनियर इन चीफ पीडब्ल्यूडी छत्तीसगढ़ जोरदार तालियों के साथ सर मैं आपसे आग्रह करूंगी मंच पर आने के लिए साथ ही साथ को चेयर of this session श्री आर के मेहरा जी इंजीनियर इन चीफ पीडब्ल्यूडी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश बहुत स्वागत है सर आपका भी मंच पर और साथ ही साथ मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी हमारे खास मेहमान जो यहाँ आए हुए हैं इस 83वें वार्षिक अधिवेशन में हिस्सा लेने के लिए उसके लिए मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी जम्मू एंड कश्मीर पब्लिक वर्क्स डिपार्टमेंट ऑनलाइन मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम श्री इरफान अहमद रैशी जी टेक्निकल एडवाइजरी टीम इंजीनियर जम्मू एंड कश्मीर पीडब्ल्यूडी जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत होना चाहिए मैकेनाइज्ड मैस्ट्रिक asphalt and air pollution compliant sustainable road construction technology best suited for the roads of Kolkata city by Shri Rajiv Chatraj ji, Chief Engineer, National Highway Wing, Public Works, Directorate, Government of West Bengal. जोरदार तालियां होनी चाहिए सर इनके लिए भी और implementation of environmental management plan and climate resilient feature in KSHP project. A case study, Shri G.D. Kumara, Executive Engineer, KSHIP, Shri Shakargoda Patil, Chief Project Officer, KSHIP, Shri Purushottam Das Hegde, Project Director, KSHIP, and Ms. B. Lalita, Superintending Engineer, KSHIP. मेरा अनुरोध बी ललिता जी से भी है मंच पर आने के लिए. ठीक है. Rehabilitation work on slope and geometric of Kelar Ghat on SH34, Burhar Amarkantak section, Shri R.K. Mehra ji, Engineer in Chief PWD, and Shri Sunil Verma ji, Chief Engineer MPRDC, Government of Madhya Pradesh. आपसे भी रिक्वेस्ट है सर मंच पर आने के लिए. और साथ ही साथ अब मैं रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगी श्री एस के कोरी जी से भी कि यहाँ मौजूद हमारे मेहमानों का वो पुष्पगुच्छ से स्वागत करें बुके प्रेजेंट करने के लिए. जोरदार तालियां श्री एस के कोरी जी के लिए, चीफ इंजीनियर पीडब्ल्यूडी छत्तीसगढ़. जी, कोरी जी से मेरा अनुरोध है कि श्री के पीपरी जी, प्रेसिडेंट आईआरसी एंड इंजीनियर इन चीफ पीडब्ल्यूडी छत्तीसगढ़ का स्वागत पुष्पगुच्छ से कर रहे हैं. कोरी जी स्वागत करेंगे श्री आर के मेहरा जी का, इंजीनियर इन चीफ पीडब्ल्यूडी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश. मेरा अनुरोध है इरफान अहमद राशि जी का भी स्वागत करेंगे कोरी जी, और छत्तीसगढ़ आने के लिए उनका आभार व्यक्त कर रहे हैं, पुष्पों के माध्यम से वेलकम कर रहे हैं. साथ ही साथ राजीव चित्रराज जी भी हमारे बीच मौजूद हैं जिनका स्वागत कर रहे हैं कोरी जी. और जीडी कुमार जी के स्वागत के बाद मैं श्री सुनील वर्मा जी के स्वागत का आग्रह भी करते हुए, और सर अब चेयरमैन और को चेयरमैन सर से मेरी रिक्वेस्ट रहेगी कि अब मैं मंच उन्हें सौंप रही हूँ. प्लीज कंडक्ट द सेशन सर.
I welcome all the presenters and delegates present in this hall. There are four presentations and duration for each presentation is 15 minutes. So I would like to request all the presenters to conclude within the 15 minutes. First presentation from Jammu and Kashmir Public Works Department, that is online, by Shri Irfan Ahmad Reshi. I request Mr. Ahmad Reshi to start the presentation.
टाइमर नहीं है,
हाँ?
टाइमर लगा
हाँ।
इसमें टाइमर.
Yes.
Good afternoon, respected dignitaries on the dais and dear technocrats in the audience. Jammu Kashmir Public Works Department Online Management System, and it's an e-governance initiative by Public Works Department in collaboration with IT Department Jammu and Kashmir and CDAC. Keeping the pace with digital initiatives, government process re-engineering using IT to improve transactions, electronic database, all database information to be electronic, not manual. Workflow automation inside the government, public grievance redressal, using IT to automate, respond, resolve persistent problems. Among the 9 pillars of Digital India, we focused on e-Karanti, e-governance initiatives, under which we have started this project. So this JKPWD OMS automates human resource, project management, quality control, safety audits, billing, accounting. We have 14 different modules in this. We'll be discussing in further slides. So what was the scope? Scope was development of web portal, then capacity building, change management, third-party integrations, API sharings, and operation and maintenance for 3 years after development. So it was decided in August 2020, and CDAC was uh, uh, came to MOU with us on 1st of January 2021. What are the different modules? The human resource, contractor management, infrastructure management, project proposal, tendering BAOQ, project execution, quality control, safety audit, billing auditing, grievances, snow clearance, maintenance, mobile applications, letters and circulars. These are different modules of JKPWD OMAS. So what JKPWD OMS is doing there? Enhancing the accountability and transparency, operational efficiency, financial accountability, comprehensive project monitoring, strategic planning, data driven decisions. These benefits are for the government, and for general public, ICT enables people to participate and give feedback, transparent communication, grievance redressal, efficient snow clearance. As on October, we have more than 16,000 employees whose data regarding their transfers, their uh, posting history, their addresses, their qualifications are computerized and recorded in the system, and the role given as per their designations. More than 2,500 bridges, 11,000 buildings, and 30,000 roads comprising of 42,000 kilometer length. And we have more than 42,000 projects at different levels of execution, which are being monitored by the higher officers on this portal. Around 2,700 crore bill payments have been made on this system. Around 38,000 contractors who can get their contractor cards renewed, upgraded online only. They have their own username, password, and they log in from there, and they can monitor their bills as well. So uh, these 30, as already discussed, that they can get their cards renewed and upgraded. Likewise, APR, automated APRs for the employees of JKPWD. Uh, uh, Auto-generated APRs get on every 1st of April. They can start their APRs. Bills we have already talked about. There are more than 27,000 citizen grievances handled on the system, and it is also integrated with a rapid assessment system, another software from NIC, wherein the user can give response whether he is satisfied with the service. So 80% response is positive. So there were so many things, bottlenecks, which we have to tackle. One of them was capacity building, and it was a big challenge. Capacity building was the first and foremost thing for automation of this e-governance initiative, especially vital for users, uh, that they should be well aware about the automation processes, taking full advantage of the software development. Around We have done capacity building in 8 phases. For every circle wise, we visited every circle of the PWD J&K, where we conducted more than 240 trainings. Around 1,800 master trainers we have created in every zone, and more than 250 contractors were also trained. To bringing any change from conventional method to the this IT enabled method, the crucial role is always the heads of the management. They should be motivated first, and the will to do has to be there. Once these two factors are there, then it is an easy affair to make the change. So, overcoming the challenges, there's privacy and security, interoperability, because there are so many other IT initiatives in J&K and at the national level, which need to be uh, integrated with the system. We are working on them, and some of are already integrated. There were challenges of training and infrastructure, and overall implementation for ICT. So, as already discussed about privacy and security, we have to rethink for information security policies that overcoming challenges every new day. There is a challenge related to securities for all the softwares, not for JKPW OMAS only, but for all the softwares worldwide. So, how to mitigate them? Implement important steps of reviewing the existing information security policies and developing new policy statement addressing the risks and electronic information. Interoperability, uh, dif- disjointment coordination, lack of standard privacy concerns. For that, we have to standardize, make SOPs, develop the terminologies, and accordingly sync these different websites to a particular. We have to make a like we do in API Setu. We make APIs available so that the next software user can use that API and integrate this with their solution. There are areas to upgrade infrastructure also, where we are currently doing that. We are upgrading our servers, robust firewalls, and point protections. So, in this implementation, the issues where inadequate infrastructure was there in the early phase, insufficient access to internet by majority of the population, lack of requisite skills to use them, a lack of resources, lack of comprehensive policy for on ICT. So these are the solutions we are working right now, and we have future strategies like using a platform as service, software as service, mobile platforms, smartphones, geospatial data. We are moving towards to integrate JKPW OMAS with PM Gati Shakti, using IDs for our road infrastructure, and that same unique IDs will be transferring to PM Gati Shakti for integration. And we are hoping for integrations with NCOG, Darpan, Pragati, these different web portals, central government initiatives. And this recommendations is for our state. There are some appreciations we have received from Technology Sabha and Scotch Award 2023. So this is all. And if you have questions, please scan this, and I can, if I'll answer here also, but if I may miss anybody's question, that I can answer in the mail as well.
Last.
We will take the question answer at the end, at the last.
Okay.
Okay. So it is a very nice and useful presentation by Mr. Irfan, because we are already, all the state government are using your own online management system, but some additional features the government of Jammu and Kashmir has added, like a capacity building, skill development, and they are also going to use the Gati Shakti portal. So thank you very much, Mr. Irfan. Next presentation by Next presentation on mechanism, mastic asphalt and air pollution complaint, sustainable road construction technology best suited for the road and for Kolkata city by Sri Rajiv Chatraj, Chief Engineer National Highway. So I request Chief Engineer National Highway to start the presentation.
IT help is required. It's not opening. IT help is required. It is work. ओपन नहीं हो रहा नहीं ये फुल स्क्रीन करनी Good afternoon, respected chair and co-chair on the dais, the eminent co-presenters, the
dignified members of IRC, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Today I shall talk about a very durable and sustainable wearing course of the flexible pavement, which we often miss and which we, the highway engineers, are searching about. We have applied this item in the city of Kolkata, and the practical experience I will share. First, what is mastic asphalt? Let me quickly go through because the time is very short. Mastic asphalt is a voidless mix of the harder grade bitumen, sand, limestone powder, and coarse aggregate, which is very durable and water resistant and used as a top surface of the flexible pavement and also on the bridge decks worldwide since long. Mastic asphalt has proved to be the very durable, rather the most durable bituminous wearing course. It has been successfully used in the city roads of Kolkata and also the other parts of West Bengal since 1980s, especially in the areas where the problem of waterlogging is there. It is used as a wearing course on the bridge deck, as I've already told, all over the world, and also in our capital city of Delhi. I have seen in the roundabouts and the parking bays, the application of the mastic asphalt is there. In Europe, mastic asphalt is very popular. In many countries, this mastic asphalt is being used. Especially in Germany, they are the terminology is bit different. They are calling it as gas asphalt, and they are using it in the their auto ones, their expressways. Also, this is the schematic of the mastic asphalt compared with the other dense graded mix. In the mastic asphalt, the specialty is the continuous phase is done with the mastic with the higher percentage of the bitumen and also filler and also fine aggregates. That's why it has been made water resistant. In the other varieties, we can see there is some percentage of the air void that is specifically kept, and the stone matrix asphalt, that is the main philosophy, is from the stone to stone contact, and thereby achieving the rut resistant layer wearing course. Some pros and cons of the manually laid mastic asphalt: because conventionally it is manually laid, initial cost of the mastic asphalt is bit more compared to the other bituminous mix like a BC or SML like that. But the life cycle cost, if the durability of the mastic asphalt being more, if the life cycle cost is seen, it is around 10 to 15 years. I will show you the photographs where we have gone up to 30 years even. So that way, life cycle cost from that angle, it has to be seen. If a well executed mastic asphalt, it can give you the life without any maintenance, 5 to 7 years. There are problems with but the main problem is there for the manual mastic asphalt, the skid resistance, because the anti-skid materials are grafted manually, and after some time, this anti-skid materials are disappearing. So the speed restriction is there, especially in the rainy season for the two-wheelers. The safety issues is there. But the main problem is there with the environment point of view, because the manual mastic asphalt are being cooked in a very small cooker without any environment pollution control units fitted in. So a lot of air pollution is being occurring. The workmen's are also exposed to the fumes continuously coming up with from the mastic asphalt. The photographs is showing this is from the Scotland in the year 1964, and this is the kind of work we are doing so far in our country. I will share you the photographs of the Kolkata city. This is the left hand side photographs of 2001, and the right hand side of the same place is 2021, and even now it is continuing without any issues, and no maintenance is required so far. The lower photos are of the other end of the photos. This is of the famous Mayo Road in the Maidan. When I actually this 2001, I was actually assistant engineer. I undertook this projects, and still now it is going on without any maintenance required. So that is the beauty of the mastic asphalt we have actually experienced in the city of Kolkata. The same thing was there in the famous second Hooghly Bridge with the Sagar Setu. It was built in 1993, and till since last 1.5 years back, it has been renewed. So 29 to 30 years it has given the service, this mastic asphalt. But this is the traditional system of the which is prevalent in India of executing the mastic asphalt. This is the way how we execute the mastic asphalt. I have already discussed the problems of that, and because of that, the Honorable National Green Tribunal has put a ban with this order on 2018, 18th September. They have put a ban on all the hot mix plant, and after that 2020 we could establish before the honorable NGT that this is the not all the hot mix plant should be banned, because worldwide this is the hot mix asphalt technology is being adopted worldwide. So after proving so much, giving the documents in the NGT, and they have verified it from the CRRI and Kharagpur IIT, and they have allowed us to use the hot mix plant. But as per the recommendation of the CPBC, Central Pollution Control Board, they have put the ban on the spot mix plant, roadside spot mix plant, in where your small mastic cookers have also come. But in the meantime, we have proved in the National Green Tribal NGT that we have taken up so many environment friendly works like your micro surfacing, white topping, and this one also. In the meantime, I have prepared all the technical documents, collected the rates, especially the mechanical part of it, formulated, got it incorporated in the SOR, and we have taken up one project in Kolkata to especially under this push, I should say, that is under the push of the NGT. We have to take up. Now is the comparison with the photographs, how it is compared, means how it is different from the conventional manual laid mastic asphalt. This is the batch mix plant with lot of primary and secondary pollution control unit. But vis-a-vis, this is the conventional mastic cooker. Sorry, this I have skipped. This is the transportation of the mastic cooker. Transportation is being done for the mechanized mastic asphalt by the thermo container, where it is fitted with the stirrer, mechanical stirrer, also the heating arrangement. And during the time of the transportation, we can also save some time for the cooking, which is actually specified for 3 hours in the Orange Book. Whereas for the manual mastic asphalt, there is no such chance. And laying of the mastic asphalt, laying is being done for the mechanized version, that is with the paver, so naturally the riding quality is improved. Whereas for the manual thing, since it is manual laid, so there are issues with the riding quality. Then the joint preparation also, there were issues with the unspoiled manual laid mastic asphalt. Whereas for the mechanized version, for the mastic asphalt, it is laid with a paver. So with the width of the paver in Kolkata city, what we have used, that is probably 9 meter. So that 9 meter width, as at a stretch, has been made totally joint free. Whereas you can see on the right hand side photographs, the manual laid mastic asphalt are with the joints, and joints are the actual the critical points where from where the mastic asphalt, the failures or cracks are occurred. The skid resistance, it is also very important issue with the mechanized version of the mastic asphalt. The skid resistance is being done by the chip spreader, that is some mechanical things, and I will show you the videos and also how it is performing after the this improvisation we have done. Whereas this is the manual version. This anti-skid chips material are grafted, which are often disappears after few months or so, like that on the rightmost side photograph. So there is a problem of the safety so far as the skid resistance is concerned, especially in the rainy season. The first project of the mechanized mastic asphalt in Kolkata that was taken up, this is the evaluation that has been done in Kolkata Maidan area. And this is the map. The blue marked or colored roads that where the mastic asphalt has been taken up, that is 7.9 kilometer. including the famous Red Road and surrounding. And this is the composition. The top has been proposed with the new mechanized mastic asphalt version instead of conventional BC mix. There is another road, VIP road, that is the approach road to the Kolkata airport. Here also the evaluation has been done, and after that the project has been taken up in this road. That the road has been shown in the blue color. The cross section of the existing, this one is the cross section of the VIP road, the existing as well as the proposed, vis-a-vis the proposed one. On the top surface, naturally, we have proposed a 40 millimeter mechanized mastic asphalt. The machinery is used for the mechanized mastic asphalt. This is the thermo container. I've already talked about this. This has been actually procured from Germany. Each one has having the cost of 2 crore rupees, and this one is the paver. This paver is actually naturally the riding quality is improved, and on the back side of the paver there is automatic, means mechanical chip spreader is there, through which the chips are being sprayed. So this anti-skid material has been taken care of. This has also been procured from Germany. Now, the most important part is your batch mix plant. This one actually it was retrofitted. It is done in the policy with the Make in India policy. There are lot of things has to be improved. One thing is that in normal batch mix plant we have to deal with a temperature 150 to 170 degrees Celsius. Whereas for the mechanized mastic asphalt, the temperature can go up to 230 to 240 degrees Celsius. So lot of mechanical improvisation has to be made, retrofitted. So these are the points on which actually the mechanical improvisation has been done. And also for the mechanized mastic asphalt mix, there is a lot of means the percentage of the lime, the filler, actually is much more than the conventional bituminous mix. Conventional bituminous mix is 2 to 3% around, and here it is 17 to 18%. So lot of amount of the fine, like your very fine material filler, that has to be incorporated. So the silo has to be made that way to pump all this higher amount of the filler. Uh, the separate thermic heater has been provided, insulated your asphalt drum, insulated hot pin, optimum raw duct, like that. And there are few more. Screw conveyor is also equipped with the thermal heating, like insulated hot elevator, like that. These are for the to take care of the higher temperature. The another important point is to take care with the environmental point of view. Here also there are a lot of things has to be attended, like your covered aggregate feeder. No, normally it is not being done for the conventional mixes, but here is it has to be done. Specially special material bags for the higher, the bag house that has to withstand 230 to 240 degrees Celsius. So the bag house, the textile, that has to be specially made for to take care of the higher temperature. And the bigger, heavy and big size of the bag filter for with the appropriate filtration area, efficient dual cyclone to reduce the dust area on the bag filter, an individual and highlighted chimney on the separate foundation. Those are the some of the features that has to be done with the batch mix plant. And these are the environmental certificates that has been obtained from the Environment and Pollution Control Board of West Bengal. And for diesel generator set has also we have obtained the pollution control certificates. Now the civil engineering aspects of the mechanized mastic asphalt. The mixed design as per the prevailing norms of the code IRC 107, the lime powder is around 17 to 18%. The river sand 32 33%. The coarse sand is 40%, and the bitumen of industrial grade, much harder grade, that is 9.8 to 10%. The criteria of the fixing of different components of the is as per the prevailing norms of the hardness number, that is specified from 10 to 20. But I believe there are a lot of rooms for improving this criteria. several other performance-based criteria like wheel tracking test, impact loading test that has been carried out. Actually, modes have been taken, and IIT Kharagpur was also associated during the execution of this project for the development and the research work. And one student has been assigned for the PhD thesis for this. He has taken all the molds and he has taken some break for joining his service, but we expect those molds will be tested soon and all the results for the performance test to come. But on the field, we are what we are receiving. I will show you the photograph. Share the photos with you. Uh, Regarding the plastic state of the mastic asphalt, when it is plastic, there is one improvisation made, that is as per the German gas asphalt system, that is liver fluidity test. That is as per this photograph, it is a plum shaped your brass cylinder sort of weighing around 995 grams. It is some specified, it is 50 millimeter dip. The time actually noted for dipping this cylinder for 50 millimeter, the time is noted, and by that the consistency of the plastic mastic asphalt has to be defined. It is also very important for the skid resistance to be embedded, so it is very defined, and there are rooms for the research and specifying this criteria. The very important thing, as I was already talking about, that is the skid resistance. For manual laid mastic asphalt, the anti-skid materials are grafted on the surface of the mastic asphalt, which is very still in plastic condition, but where issues there are issues with the system of the early disappearance of the anti-skid material. In the code, the mechanized mastic asphalt, Professor Bose is there. He has drafted the previous 2013 version code. There it is specified on the back of that code. It is there 2.36 millimeter to 4.75 millimeter. The anti-skid materials has to be spread on the mechanized mastic asphalt surface. But we have done some improvisation. We have done 5.6 millimeter pure size chips as per the suggestion of the German engineers. They were mechanical engineers. They came with the machine for demonstrating the machines. But as per their suggestions, we have incorporated, and the result is there on the photograph. And that is performing very good. We have done also the skid resistance test. IIT Kharagpur has done, and the results are there within the specified limit. And this is a video I've recorded, and the voice is also there of me. Mechanized mastic asphalt is in operation. This is carried by the thermo containers and laid on the road and on the by the paver. It is not actually. It is bit different from the conventional pavers of the. It is second of its kind in our country after Mumbai. The paver machine is proceeding very slowly. Actually, the speed is maximum up to 5 meter per minute. You can see the anti-skid chips material, stone chips material being automatically spread onto the surface and getting stuck as the anti-skid material, giving a beautiful skid resistance. I'm doing the video. Thanks God. One point that is in code, it has been specified that the anti-skid material has to be pre-coated with the bitumen, but that we have not done to stop the free flowing of the spreading of the materials. That we have done. And some of the projects that has been completed in the Kolkata city. This is famous Red Road in the night vision, and this is also another iconic bridge, Second Hooghly Bridge. The previously laid 30 years means old mastic asphalt manually laid, that has been gone off, and this new mechanized mastic asphalt has been laid. And this is also the famous Howrah Bridge. Over that also, the mechanized mastic asphalt is laid.
Sir,
And
please conclude, please.
yes, it's almost on the last part. And this is another road here, Khidirpur Road. There the mastic asphalt is laid. And the cost comparison, this is very vital. I'm quickly going through the conventional stone matrix asphalt. I'm comparing with the apple to apple. So per square meter, 40 millimeter, 550 rupees per square meter. Bituminous concrete, 503 rupees per square meter. Manual 25 millimeter is 820 rupees. 40 millimeter is 1309 rupees. Whereas the mechanized version, you can see from the manual version to mechanized version, there is not much of difference, because in the mechanical side, that is the mechanical machine part is more, but we have reduced the labor part. So it is not much of that comparing. And comparison with the white topping also, with 170 millimeter, I have considered the white topping, that has come 1542 rupees per square meter. And interlocking concrete block pavement also, I've compared 1664 rupees. These are all as per NHSOR on Kolkata, with the lid of Kolkata. The initial cost of the mastic asphalt, out of all the wearing coats of the bituminous layer, that may be more. But if you see the life cycle cost analysis, so it is expected to be last up to more than 20 years. And German engineers, they were telling, in Germany it is lasting around 35 years. I will also show you a life cycle cost comparison with the SMA. There you can see, and in a span of 30 years, it is almost 3 times for the SMA, including the maintenance cost and all the thing. So this is a very, very, I believe this item, mechanized mastic asphalt, has got a very good potential. If we use this, and the concluding remarks are there, the mastic asphalt is a very durable and successful wearing course, what we have applied in the city of Kolkata, with some improvisation from the prevailing norms of the code. And it is giving a good success for the waterlogging area in specialty. Honorable NGT has put a ban on the manual mastic asphalt. Manual execution of the mastic asphalt is slower, and the riding quality is also issue. Mechanized mastic asphalt is established technology and extremely used in Europe, where the environmental pollution is kept within the permissible limit, and the rate of execution is much faster, and the riding quality of the road become very good. Kolkata is the second city after Mumbai in our country for execution of this mastic asphalt. And considering the durability, mastic asphalt, as I've already told, life cycle cost analysis, mechanized mastic
Sir,
asphalt is a
please
very,
conclude.
that's all. This is the last slide. And there is an international mastic asphalt association is also there. Almost all the your European countries are member of out of it, and China, Japan are also the member. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. This is a very important and useful presentation, because now we normally we avoid to use mastic asphalt due to lot of manual processes required, cookers and all these. Now he has suggested to use the mechanized mastic asphalt. So now floor is open for the question, if any, and comments. Hmm? Take the questions on this presentation. If any questions.
On both lecture.
Hmm?
Both previous lecture. I
And
can
wait,
take the questions right now, because I will seek the permission of
Hello.
respected chair, because I have to go for a meeting, so I may have to leave with DG sir, so I may leave in between the session.
Sir,
Please.
myself Premnath, superintendent engineer from Bihar Road Construction Department. Sir, it is very good to apply mechanized mastic asphalt, but there is only two challenges. One for retrofitting of batch mix plant. It is big problem. Second thing is educated operator. These two things are big challenges for road sector. Please.
Naturally, the challenges you have to face if you want to do something good. So challenges you have to face, but what I believe, it is all in the mindset. If we believe it will be implemented, you can.
Sir, retrofitting will be approved by which institution?
Not
There,
that is the we have depended on the end result. We have got the pollution control board certificate, and where all the environmental norms has been satisfied.
Okay, sir.
Any other question? If no, so thank you.
One question from Mr. Manohar Sahare, e- executive engineer retired from Maharashtra. What are the merits of mastic asphalt? Durability, life span. Any demerits of mastic asphalt? What is the temperature required for the mastic asphalt?
I have already discussed the unspoiled mastic asphalt, which are generally manually laid. There, the riding quality is the problem. As I've told, the anti-skid material, those disappear very quickly within some months. So during the time of the rainy season, especially the skid resistance for the especially for the two-wheelers, those are the challenges, and the speed has to be restricted within 50 kilometers or so. These are the demerits, and the initial cost is also high. These are the demerits, but for the mechanized mastic asphalt, as I've shown you, if you judge from the life cycle cost analysis point of view, so you will get a cheaper version, and also all the demerits of the manual version that has been taken care of, right? Like the riding quality, the anti-skid material, the skid resistance, all has been taken care of.
Next question from Mr. Satish Sharma, executive engineer, PWD Dhar. What is the better mastic asphalt and PMB and SM? Both used for the same purpose.
Actually, this for the mastic asphalt, since the percentage of the binder is more, 10%, vis-a-vis compared to your conventional bituminous mix, like for SMA maximum it is up to 6. So there is a possibility of the flow to take care. That's why for the mastic asphalt, the harder grade bitumens are used. So we can still try with the PMB. In that case, the cost will also go up, but there are rooms for the further research and application. We can try with the polymer modified harder grade bitumen. That can also be possible.
Mike, Mike, there is
Mike,
Hello. How much time this MMA will take for opening to the traffic?
it is on the next day. Suppose you were doing mostly city roads, you were doing in the night, you were actually doing, but on the next day you can open the traffic.
Because you are doing it on such a congested area like bridges, Howrah Bridge and all. So it
So
will be
you
very
have to
difficult.
no, those are very wide bridges. So one lane you have to actually take
But
the
it's still
traffic block.
stopping the
Traffic
one
block you have to take.
stopping the one lane will also increase lot of traffic
You
difficulties.
consider how much time do you take for the concrete roads to build? It's more than 2 months. No. So it is one day maximum you have to block the traffic.
Is there anything like that tire marking is there after?
No, it is not. If you properly take care about the mixed design, it is not. For the poorly mixed design layers of the mastic asphalt, tire markings are coming. And also the issue of the bitumen is there. When you see the tire marking, the two most possible options are they have used the very softer grade bitumen like the normal VG grade bitumen, and the percentage of the binder. Generally, it occurs for the manual mastic asphalt, because the workman, they have to pull the very hot mastic asphalt. They are actually, for increasing the fluidity, they are actually putting the more bitumen. So these are the normal problems I have faced as per my experience.
Yes, you have avoided this tire marking. You have not observed any tire marking.
So far, no.
Okay.
And it is more than 1.5 years. It is performing very good. Only issue is that I have told you, the skid resistance, the anti-skid stone materials, that has to last with the durability. With the durability of the mastic mat, it is not an issue. Only issue is that the skid resistance that has to be taken care of properly.
Thank you very much, Rajiv. Thank you very much, Rajiv. One more question. One more question
Yes,
from
yeah, this is a very good presentation. So,
Please
Sir,
louder.
Mike.
yeah, Rajuji, can you hear me? Yeah,
Yes.
it is really good presentation. Why it has not been popularized?
Hmm.
Reasons are many.
Parking.
See, it is a difficult. Yeah, temperature, and one more issue is here.
skid resistance, you are telling. Why it is not being more popularized? It is not vogue. Reasons are cost also. So across the globe, it is very limited scope. Not you can generalizedly you cannot use mastic asphalt everywhere, anywhere. Limited scope and cost also very considered. Is BC DBM has been, everybody knows this mastic, but new mechanization you have done, that is really good. That should be appreciated. One more thing, environmental friendly, now climate change now causing, I mean, like climate resilient issues are there. So really it is a good but limited scope. I will not say it is a you can use everywhere any.
That we have to change our mindset. In Germany, they are using in the expressway.
Yeah,
So that is the thing.
skid resistance issue is the number one.
Issue is that I have
Number one,
agreed.
temperature. See, they are
Temperature
all
is
cold
one thing,
countries.
but you consider a lifespan of 30 years.
No,
Even
no.
not 30 years, 25 years is good enough.
Fully agreed. But ours is a tropical country where temperature variation on those lines.
So those are the areas where the research can be done. Or like what you have suggested for bringing down for adding some additives, bringing down the temperature. So those are the future research. We can take it up.
No, you cannot bring down nature's temperature, number one. Number two, 230 degree. With the warm mix technology, we want to go with the cold mix technology. See, if you are increasing, I mean, temperature is too high, that is damaging our environment. This is a climate change issue.
I agree. Initially, that is done, but if you see the span of the durability, so it is that way it is sustainable.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Next presentation, implementation of environmental management plan and climate resilient features in KSHP projects as a case study by Sri G. D. Kumara. मीटिंग कितने बजे होती है? मीटिंग कितने बजे मीटिंग?
Good afternoon to you all, sir. I am Kumara here. I am presenting environmental implementation plan in KSHP projects in Karnataka. So as a case study, I am presenting from one road in the KSHP project 3, that is Magadi Road, Magadi to Somwarpete, that is 168 kilometers in length. Now it's almost 90% of the road is completed, and only 20% is remaining due to forest clearance. We are expecting forest clearance anytime, and PCOD is also issued to this road. In this road, suppose if we think that one new project has come and all the EMP has prepared by considering the IEE, initial environmental examination has been conducted, and then EMP has been worked out and implemented successfully. It better improves the life of the villagers, improve the communication, employment, and everything. How beautifully, how wonderfully it really for hearing and looking. But in most of the cases, that is not happening because EMP is not implemented like that. But in this project, EMP, because due to this project is financed by ADB, and in this project, EMP implementation is mandatory, and implementation of EMP is successful here. And I'm going to show some of the features, climate resilience features of EMP, what we have implemented, and so overview of environmental safeguards. So enhancement of water body. Actually, water body enhancement is considered on the side of the road. Then mitigation measures and good engineering practice has been followed here. Rainwater harvesting come recharge pits, silt fencing, water body improvement, pond enhancement, mitigation, nice barriers, tree plantations, and these are the three categories of road infrastructure in which climate resilient and climate adaptation features have been incorporated. Engineering and structural measures, technological adaptation in design, selection of bypass to prevent loss of green cover, slope stabilization, improve drainage system and control soil erosion, and retain carpet area. In high embankments, retaining wall is constructed and toe wall is constructed. Bioengineering measures, vegetation in conjunction with the civil engineering structure, shrub tree planting, a roadside avenue planting, brush layering, grass sorts like vetiver grass has been used in the slopes wherever high embankments are there to prevent the soil erosion. And water body enhancement, that one big lake has been chosen, which is having 87 acres of area, and compensatory afforestation. Total of 19,000 trees have been proposed to be planted. Already almost 90% of the trees have been planted. And sound construction management and mitigation to reduce the carbon emission, and sequestration by natural processes like afforestation, burrow pit restoration, prevent unwanted activities like hilly cutting and forest wildlife area. About 18 kilometers of forest has been taken up for improvement in this project, wherein some 12,000 trees has to be cut because of the realignment. Now, due to recent decision by the KSHIP top management, they have reduced. They have They have decided to go with the existing alignment because of the number of trees can be reduced. Cutting can be reduced to 2,000, which is of not having any forest value. And so that is one measure they have taken. So we have to preserve trees because the trees already existed in the side of the road. The life of the trees might be at 50 to 100 years, even more than that. It is very difficult for us. See, it is for 3 generations we will be losing the benefits from the tree if we are cutting more number of trees. And moreover, if you are talking about the speed restriction, speed in the forest area, they are definitely going to put a restriction on the speed because of the wildlife movement will be there, and they will also get disturbed. Elephant corridor or any other like eco-sensitive zones, the speed restrictions will be there up to 40 to for maximum of 40 to 50 kilometers per hour. We cannot travel more than that. So keeping in consideration, we have to avoid the realignment in the forest zones wherever, unless the sharp curves are there, or unless it is warranted. These are the engineering measures. Retaining wall has been provided, and toe wall construction, pipe culverts, box culverts, earth and drain. And these are the bioengineering measures. Grass loads, grass sorts, that is vetiver grass have been provided, and burrow management after the gravel has been removed from the agricultural fields wherever the agreement was done with the farmers, that was made good to cultivate again, to start the farming activities. So in order to prevent the soil erosion, that was restored. Then water body enhancement, in that desiltation of pond, stabilization of slope by vetiver grass, psychoremediation of water using new algae, turfing, and sitting arrangements with walking track, pathway, playground for children, and some important plantation will be done there. So impact identification and assessment. So during the initial environmental examination, the soil, noise, water body, water affected factor parameters affecting the quality of water, and the soil contamination, the erosion of soil, all those factors are being studied, types of soils and all. And moreover, we have to consult the public, because public consultation is very important in implementing the EMP and any project, infrastructure projects, because they are the main stakeholders, they are also the beneficiaries, and we have to take the consent of them, and by explaining the advantages and positives of the project, and how the project impacts, because any project, new project coming up in any area, definitely it will have an impact on the living and cultural and ecological this one features. That's why we have to have a public consultation and we have to explain them and we have to have a discussion. So mitigation measures, air quality has been tested in during the IE Indian preparation of initial environmental examination, and after during the construction phase, every quarterly air quality parameters have been checked, and this one noise and vibration parameters have checked studied, and water quality have been tested for the surface water as well as groundwater, and biodiversity also have been studied. So during the construction activities such as vehicle emissions, dust will come because of the excavation and embankment, rolling of the embankment and all. So that water tankers, sprinklers will be used to mitigate the dust, and due to increased traffic volume from the highway worsen air pollution level, that will also contribute to the PM 2.5 and PM 10 because of the might dust, and that will affect the public very severely. Noise levels also will increase because of the machineries machineries, and the after completion the speed, because of the number of vehicles, density of vehicles will increase, so it will significantly contribute to the noise. And water resources, water quality will get affected because of the soil erosion and the other things. So these are the water resource management, water quality monitoring. Water quality monitoring is some 20 parameters as per IS 10,006 to 500. IS code 5, the 20 parameters have been studied and measures have been taken. Stormwater management, soil due to runoff, the soil erosion will be there. To prevent the soil erosion, sufficient measures have been taken, and I'll show you the photographs. Construction activities can generate the wastewater in the camps where the labor camps, and that wastewater will be treated and reused. And water conservation, like landscaping, water drought resistant plants, and minimizing the water usage, and also the lake development will be there. Soil and land use management, vegetative stabilization, sediment control structures. So construction waste after scarifying the whatever the material will come, that will be reused, and safe disposal will be done. Waste reduction. So occupation health and safety. Safety of the workers is of the prime concern during the construction project. That safety aspects have been taken care by providing the helmets, earbuds, and other features, safety gears and all. Safe equipment operation was observed, and hazard identification control because of by using the safety features like barricades, markers, signboards, and all. Then confined process entry procedures have been incorporated here, and this is some of the this graph showing the PM 2.5 from the initial environmental examination to construction stage and maintenance stage. See, we can see that PM 2.5 in the initial environmental examination report, the values are very less, and during construction it is slightly increased, increased, and during the operations also maintenance period also that PM 2.5 increased because of the smoke and other vehicle density. Because these values I am presenting here already completed stretch of the road. PM 2.5 because of the traffic and biofuel burning, like that. So this is a PM 10 at various locations. We have studied every quarterly, and this is SO2 levels from IEE construction period and maintenance period. These are the NO2 levels, and these are the CO levels. From initial environmental examination, we can see the CO levels, and during construction, the values have been increased on most of the locations, and during the maintenance period, considerably they have decreased. And these are the noise levels. So noise level also in the initial IE player time, the values are low.
Sir, please conclude.
Okay. These are the noise level during night. And this is the water body. This is the plan of the water body showing how the development have been incorporated here, proposed. And this is the public consultation meeting which we had during the uh, environmental monitoring, parameters monitoring time. And this is the photograph showing the vetiver grass to protect this slope. This is the noise barrier for the schools. And these are the plants at the roadside avenue. Just I wanted to tell few words on this, because in India, most of the cities, the data is given here about 13 cities. Comparatively, how the PM 2.5 values are happening. In Bangalore, 64% of the PM 2.5 coming from the vehicular traffic. In 2010, it was only 50 lakhs. In 2024, it is 1.2 crores of vehicles are on the road. So almost 100% double the vehicle numbers. That's why PM 2.5 only from vehicular pollution, yes, smoke emission and other things. And these are some of the in various cities. These are industrial power plant, residential transport, exhaust, like that. So that.
Sir, please conclude.
Okay.
Please conclude.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Now floor is open for the question, if any. Any question from?
Hello.
Yes.
During presentation, that you have written the existing alignment
Yes, sir.
so as to avoid the tree cutting.
Yes.
So to my understanding, having a lot of geometrical deficiencies.
But
The new road, carrying on those existing geometrical deficiencies, which which may be causing black spots and traffic safety. So of that, why to write the location of the trees when it is such a big project?
no, there are two issues, sir. Because only wherever the sharp curves are there, the refinement of the curve we have considered. Otherwise, straight stretches we have retained the existing alignment. And one easement problem, easement of the inhabitants, because some people are staying in the forest area. We cannot deny the easement rights. That is a very challenging issue. So,
are you able to cater the land requirement with this?
Yes, sir. Existing
ROW.
Yes, yes.
So why you have not thought the relocation of the trees?
No, they are all they don't have any forest value. They're all eucalyptus plants and all. That's why we can go for cutting that.
Eucalyptus may be there, but other trees.
Other trees are not there, sir.
I will answer for that. I will answer. I handle that project. See the Agarwal sir. I will answer for your
Krishna sir, Krishna sir.
See the entire length starts from outskirts of the Bangalore city, ends in the Western Ghat, that is Kurg district. So originally the alignment is fixed for 120 km design speed. So there were some forest issues, reserved forest issues were there, and also there is one bird sanctuary. So we have got all the approvals. Ultimately, after 3-4 years, Forest Department took a view based on the judgment given by the NGT in some other cases. So to relook into it. So here what we did is we have not compromised with the road safety. Road safety measures as per the standard is taken care of. So only what we did is in this 17 kilometers length is just to reduce the design speed to 80 kilometers now. So only the design speed is reduced, and all other measures, engineering measures required as per the IRC standards and also matching with the ADB policies. So that is taken care of, and now the decision has been taken, and it will be completed in another 3-4 months of time. So my colleague has done a lot of work, but is unable to express it properly. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question?
OEF clearance you got?
Yeah, all clearances we have got in 2021 itself. Now, MOEF clearance has come now within that 10 kilometers radius. It is recommended now from the state regional officer. It will come.
Thank you, sir. Now it is a very useful presentation because normally we do not consider the environmental management plan in our projects. So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Next presentation, rehabilitation work on slope and geometry of Kirar Ghat on SH34 Burhar Amarkantak section by Sri S.K. Mehra and Sri Sunil Verma, Chief Engineer, MPRDC. Mr. Sunil Verma. Yeah.
Respected. ये ऊपर 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 और उसके हाँ ये वाला खोल दो पीपीटी। थैंक यू। इसके बाद में वीडियो। Very good afternoon, respected chair, and good afternoon, distinguished speaker and co-chairman, and very good afternoon to the eminent audience. Namaste. आवाज आ रही है? जम्मू संगवारी मनला जय जोहार। ये बात है। अभी ऐसा छत्तीसगढ़ी में बोलने से थोड़ा सा रिस्पांस मिलता है, अंग्रेजी और हिंदी में थोड़ा कम है। इसीलिए तो कहते हैं कि छत्तीसगढ़ी सबसे बढ़िया, छत्तीसगढ़िया सबसे बढ़िया। तो एक बार हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजर्स के लिए, इतने ब्यूटीफुल प्रोग्राम को ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए जोरदार तालियां तो बनती है। In fact, this is one of the very beautifully arranged and very nicely decorated place, sir. We have attended so many of conferences, but Chhattisgarh में आकर के दिल खुश हो गया।
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for organizing such a wonderful this thing. And I know अभी लंच का टाइम हो गया है और सब लोग जाने की जल्दी में हैं, बट मैं आपसे सिर्फ 10 मिनट लूंगा। एंड आई टेल यू, ये 10 मिनट जो है ना इस कॉन्फ्रेंस के आपके लिए सबसे महत्वपूर्ण और सबसे मजेदार क्षण होने वाले हैं। तो एक बार जोरदार तालियों से हमारे मध्य प्रदेश के जो किए हुए काम हैं उनके लिए वो करें कि ये जो इनोवेशन है और ये सब हमारे मध्य प्रदेश गवर्नमेंट इसमें अग्रणी रहा है। तो मैं आपको एक रिहेबिलिटेशन ऑफ किरर घाट, ये तो खाली टॉपिक है, मैं ये बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि हमारे माननीय गडकरी जी ने अभी इस कॉन्फ्रेंस में हमें 3 टास्क दिए थे। कि पहला तो कहा है उन्होंने कि फोकस ऑन द न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी एंड क्रिएट ए पोर्टल फॉर दैट, जिसमें सब लोग अपना अपना अपलोड करेंगे। हमारे इंजीनियर्स में थोड़ी कमी है। सो आर यू देयर विद दैट? दैट्स गुड। दूसरा उन्होंने कहा है कि रिडक्शन इन द लाइफ रोड एक्सीडेंट होना चाहिए, स्पेशली फैटेलिटीज, इसमें हमारा कंट्रीब्यूशन होना चाहिए। और तीसरा कहा है डीपीआर जो है हमारे एक्सपीरियंस इंजीनियर्स को बनाना चाहिए। तो आई टेल यू, मैं अपने इस प्रेजेंटेशन में इन तीन ही चीजों को कवर किया है। और हमारा मध्य प्रदेश जो हमारे माननीय मुख्यमंत्री के द्वारा नवाचार पे पूरा जोर दिया गया है, और हमारे माननीय मंत्री जी हैं उनका एक मोटो दिया है पीडब्ल्यूडी के लिए कि भाई लोक निर्माण से लोक कल्याण। तो ये बिल्कुल फिट बैठता है सर हमारे माननीय गडकरी जी के निर्देशों के अनुसार। और इसी के तारतम्य में पिछले 3 दिनों से बहुत सारे आप लोगों ने प्रेजेंटेशन अटेंड किए होंगे। और am I comfortable in Hindi or English?
both. Okay, तो मैं mix चलता हूँ. So in last 3 days we have attended so many conferences जिसमें mostly the research scholar and then the professors and then the various products and service providers have presented. So mostly a one way tha. Our engineers, like I see that most of the engineers, this forum is for mostly the working engineers and the retired engineers. So their takeaway from this thing uh, remains a little bit in question. So now, particularly in this presentation, I'm giving you takeaway for everybody. Like for the researcher, I'll be giving researcher and then the institute for the research related things. 6-7 topics for the analysis and the validation. And for the engineers, so work done with the drawing and photographs. और थोड़ी जो आसान लैंग्वेज इनको समझ में आती है वो है वीडियो. तो ये साथ शेयर करूंगा सो दैट आसानी से आप समझ सकें और घर ले जा सकें, इसको इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकें. एंड थर्डली टेक्नोलॉजी इम्प्लीमेंटर और जो हमारे टेक्नोलॉजी प्रोवाइडर्स हैं, फॉर देम इट्स अ सिंपल, इफिशिएंट, इकोनॉमिकल एंड लोकली अवेलेबल इंडिजीनियस मटेरियल के साथ में मिलेगा. So we should not depend for everything. Most of the thing I'm seeing it here, they are bringing it from Germany, from the USA and whatnot. So many things. We now मोदी जी का मिशन है कि आत्मनिर्भर भारत होना है, तो हमारे पास में जो भी चीजें होनी चाहिए अगर यहाँ की बनी तो कितना अच्छा होगा. So those technology are little bit costly also. So think out of box and try to do something like we can implement it easily, understand it easily. तो अभी ये जो किलर घाट है, नाम लगता है किलर का, एंड इट वाज रियली डेंजरस. इट वाज हैविंग लॉट मेनी फैटेलिटीज इन द रिसेंट पास्ट. इट हैज बीन मोर देन 12 जिग्स ऑन टू द मैकाल रेंज. ये हिल रेंज है, आप जानते हैं, जो कि अमरकंटक के फुटहिल में है. एंड इट इज सिचुएटेड ऑन द स्टेट हाईवे नियरली 30 किलोमीटर फ्रॉम द बुढ़ार on the Budhar Amarkantak road. So quite dangerous road. It used to remain closed for more than 60 to 120 days in every monsoon because the hill used to get collapsed, lot of rockfall used to occur, and with that nearly 4 to 5 crores of maintenance annual every year used to occur for the small stretch. And the lane was reduced to nearly a single lane in the very dangerous and with low visibility, like stopping side distance and then overtaking side distance. You forget about that thing. So here, with the inspiration, we have gone for the Navachar. So what all topics I was suggesting you, this is the new thing which we have done. This toe wall and the abutments on micropile and rock anchorages. This is to reduce the foundation cost. This is a really fantastic thing. So I invite my research scholar to study in detail. Although Manit guys are the some PhD scholar and the thesis MTech thesis guy, they have taken these topics. Few of them are working on already onto this thing, but together we can really reduce the cost of construction by doing this. Secondly is the anchor bulkhead breast wall. This is really a new. We have studied these things in our textbook, bulkhead supported retaining wall and the breast wall. But in practice, we don't use it much. Whereas it is if you see that section, it becomes very thin. And thirdly is the road safety wall using Z-shaped anchor. ये भी एक नया शब्द सुनने में लग रहा होगा, but देखने में आप देखेंगे बड़ा आसान है. And modified rock anchors, soil nail, open mesh jute geotextile for the landslide protection. This also name is very old but not very popular for the engineers, but personally I feel it should be the most important thing for the road construction. You can do whatever you want to do there. We'll see it in detail. Then strengthened GI wire mesh, wire rope mesh, and modified gabion walling, and effective drainage system, paved shoulder cum drain, and turfing. So these are the few things which we have done using some modification or using some state of art local things. It's a closer view of Kirar Ghat. As you can see, it's all bulging. So the pore water pressure, these are all big stone boulders weighing up 20 to 40 tons. They used to fall with one small rain. So the slope was very dangerous, and you can see the curves are very acute, so very difficult. And if you see, the strata is very, very fragile with the movement of monkeys. There is a temple here, the Hanuman temple. So with the movement of the monkey also the stone used to fall. So forget about the rains. You can see the size of the boulders over here, and it's a fragile slope. You can see we tried to protect, hence we have kept, so that at least small debris should not fall directly onto the vehicle, but that was also inadequate. And laterally we see lot of slippage because the valley side slope was very, very weak. So there used to be slippage. Even if you construct a small retaining wall, it used to get tilted and collapsed. So these were the condition. So accordingly, we have deployed so many teams. Like we have taken certain steps. Firstly, the geological study, uh, using the our geological investigation survey map. Madhya Pradesh, we have got a GIS institute. We have taken help of that, and we have taken help of many people. Identification of the problem, design the solution, design the drainage system, soil nailing, rock bolting, open mesh jute geotextile, wire mesh, wire rope, toe wall on micropile, modified gabion wall, and turfing. So after putting some effort, you can see a glimpse of that thing. It's a partially done work. Immediately during the monsoon, the slope turned green. And I tell you, in spite of heaviest rainfall here in this area, our Kirar Ghat is famous for very, very heavy monsoon. And this year, particularly, it has our torrential rain. But not for a single day the traffic was ever blocked. Even a small stone was not moved. Just because of the, you can see the ghat has turned. Earlier it used to be a fragile stone. I'll show you the video like how it was original and what it has changed. So just go patiently. I'll skip considering the time introduction overview of the Kirar Ghat. I'm leaving it there with the presentation. We can see it later on. Hill slope stabilization and its importance. Geological survey by GSI Jabalpur. Those are the reports. Institutional involvement. Manit was involved for the conducting the in-depth analysis using their research scholars. Factor considered here is the identification and assessment of the crucial factor influencing the stability of the hill slope, and design criteria. So innovative design criteria, after thinking out of box, we have adopted. Uh, we did value engineering also here. So mostly utilizing the local available material. So one of it was that a small lot of boulders were available. So we have to rearrange it to make it stable. So as you are seeing that there's a small fence laid here. So that was also utilized to construct a breast wall. I'll show you how. Similarly, the collapsible hill slope, valley slope was also retained using Z-shaped anchor. If you can see, these are the rock bolt. They've been bent like this and kept like this, or there's a beam over here, so that after putting the beam and putting this jet shape, and otherwise this slope was so unstable. If you construct anything over it, it used to get collapsed. So now, by little bit of modification, this hill slope, if it is not collapsing, this hill slope will also remain stable. So that is a small this thing. Uh, it's a little better view. The treatment second layer, all these to be integrated by using a GI wire mesh, and thereafter a concrete. The slope was also covered with a fine fabric which is called jute geotextile, and putting a rock bolt also to integrate the system. So this green grass, this jute textile, wire mesh, and then the rock bolt all together are integrating the mass in place. Okay, so now come to little bit of theory. The ghat looks like a small section I have taken about 2 kilometer length, and like that there are about 10 more jigs. But these three were very critical, so we have stabilized these things this time. And as you can see, there is a nala which is crossing the road, and there is a dam small dam they built by the irrigation department at the top side of it. So whenever it is flooded or over flooded, the water used to come and come on all along the slope, and that was the one reason where the slope also used to move with the water. So to check that thing, we have designed the slope firstly to whatever slope was available. The slope is more than 80 degree in this thing. So all the stones are stacked one over the above, and these are to be kept in place. So we have designed rock bolt, and thereafter there are the other things, and most important thing is the drainage. So the drainage, rock bolt, jute textile, wire mesh, wire rope mesh, all these things are integrated. So for that purpose, if you want a detailed design, so I'm already uh, structural engineer, MTech structure from IIT Delhi, sir, and thereafter I did in rock mechanics MS from Warwick University, UK. So we did a lot of study with the help of our guide in Manit, and we designed this system so that the rocks here should remain in place. I'll if you the research scholar must be in getting, although most of the engineers are not interested in these things, so there few software which runs together after putting up the data, so we can calculate the stability. So we'll not go very much in detail. The second thing which we designed is the a gabion, modified gabion wall. As you know, the area was huge and volume of the gabion wall was also very huge. So to cut short the cost, we have modified it there. A gabion wall was made using not GI wire mesh. It is made by jute textile,
Sir,
anchored with
please
small
conclude and
bolt and the
please
wire rope.
conclude.
So that way, similarly, the drainage system and a toe wall. This is the jet-shaped anchored wall, anchored toe wall. This is the breast wall which we design. It's about 8 meter height breast wall. 3 meter of it is a micro pile of H section, and 6 meter height, 50 centimeter thick breast wall using anchor bulkhead. You can see the anchor bulkhead. These are the what horizontal bolt which are going into the rock mass. So holding the breast wall in position, making it the thickness of the breast wall at bottom which was requiring around 6 meter. For a 9 meter high breast wall, you can design the breast width comes to not less than 6 meter, whereas we did it with 40 to 50 centimeter only. So lot of space as well as the money is saved. You can see the stability analysis. The stability analysis of this breast wall, by doing the software, we derived the force on each and every component, and the factor of safety for the most critical section now, which is still it is 2.07. So now it is stable in the worst condition also, and with the passage of time, this will further improve because these are the technique which we did. We did the micro piling using toe wall and abutment, done the thing. For the road safety, the black spots have been improved and their geometry have been improved. The drainage, these are from the hilltop. The passage have been made onto the top of the hill, made the huge drains. Water should not flow here and there. The loose stone, this is the jute geotextile through which most of the work have started getting stabilized, and the grass seeds have been there are the rock bolts and the jute textile which is placed in position. So all these boulders and the grass seed on the jute textile, you can see the grass seed, and once you spread it here, this slope comes out green, and at the base we have constructed a toe wall on the micro anchorages, and there were to control the drainage, all the small culverts were reconstructed, giving a bigger cross section to flow up the water. These are the rock bolts, rock bolt in operation. These are the modified Gabion walling. You can see the thing. These stones, they were used to fall down with the movement of monkeys also. So nowadays they are to be kept in place. They have been properly arranged, stacked, and anchored with jute textile as well as the rock boltages.
Please
So,
conclude, sir. Please
yes, sir.
conclude, Verma. Sir.
So these are the something like the project detail. You can see the photograph here. The after some treatment, this area has come up green, and if it is this have been monitored by all our managed professor. And not only that, we have saved the life also, the road accident. In conclusion, I'll show you some video so that you can find out what was the original position. If you can see here, sir, I'll just take few seconds only. You can see these are nearly vertical rock and they are all fragmented rock. So these boulder used to always come onto the ground, and the road width you can see it's hardly 4 meter. So this boulder used to fall down and the movement was very difficult. And you can see all these boulders are piled up here. They are all fragmented, all these things rocks. And most critical area was this, which was 90-meter high. So I'll not take much of your time. You can see it later on. Okay. Second, if you can. So this is the photograph after during the treatment from the drone. You can see the entire area has turned up so beautiful. Like you can see what all like the place which used to be an horrible once upon a time. Now it's a beautiful picnic spot, and we have created a platform over here to have a viewpoint as well as to enjoy the view of the valley. It's the famous Kirarghat Valley. These are the photographs from the drain. I'll take one more minute, sir. Just few seconds only. There is a small video which you take it to the ground. You have seen it from the drone. So now,
Please conclude,
yes, sir.
Mr. Verma.
Okay, sir. ये एक छोटा सा वीडियो 10 सेकंड का. इसको चालू कर दिया. हाँ, ये second वाला. So you are seeing the slopes. Now you are seeing through the small video through the. ये तो ऊपर नहीं आ रहा है. वहां से कर दो. चेंज करो इसको. So the entire area, the cost of the construction for 2 kilometer stabilization, including the black spot removal, was nearly 16 crores. Earlier, as per the NHI standard and then the material used over here, we have used more than 20,000 running meter of rock bolts and more than 50,000 square meter of various types of the protection, jute textile, jute wire mesh.
Thank
ये
you.
नहीं आ रहा है?
Thank you, Mr. Verma.
हैं?
Please,
एक मिनट.
floor is
Just-
open for the
just-
question answer.
Yeah, yeah.
Any question? Yeah.
So meanwhile, you can, if you got any query, you can ask me.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Agrawal ji.
So you can see the finished thing. Like earlier, the road which was very dangerous, not worth with the safety. Here we have constructed a special road safety wall at both sides, and particularly this safety wall has saved lot many lives. I'll show you one video where a truck loaded with 50 metric ton of coal has got its tie rod broken, or it strike onto the toe wall, and gradually it slowed down. No damages to the road, no damages to the parapet wall, just a scratch, and lot many lives have saved. Otherwise, think of the situation if the truck have fallen down from this slope. At least one or the few more vehicle would have come into that impact. And the
Please
slope
take the
is,
questions.
yeah, please.
Hello.
Yes.
So first of all, congratulations for such a good work, Mr. Sunil and the MP RDC team. Wonderful work. You have created such a picturesque view.
Thank you.
So it's commendable. Only thing and another thing which is very close to my heart is that you have put the grass seeds. Sunil, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
You have put the grass seed on the slopes
Yes,
for protection. This I did 30 years back on this VIP road, Lal Ghati.
Sir.
And that time no technology, no DPR was there, but it was so successful that the
Last one.
gradient, which is even steeper than 1:1, is still stable after 30 years. So putting this grass seeds and the shrubs is a wonderful idea.
Yes, sir.
So it's a something very eco-friendly and
Sir.
obviously cost
Sir, only
economical.
question, sir.
ओनली क्वेश्चन ओके क्वेश्चन केवल इतना है कि आपने जो गैबियन वॉल के लिए जियो टैक्स यूज किया है
ये नहीं, दूसरा इसके
हाउ हाउ लॉन्ग इट विल बी सस्टेनेबल बिकॉज द यदि वो फिर से डिस्टर्ब होता है तो उसको रीडू करना बहुत मुश्किल होगा और
ये-
कॉस्टली
ये-
होगा
हाँ।
उसकी सस्टेनेबिलिटी आपने देख ली यू हैव यूज्ड जियोग्रिड इंस्टेड ऑफ द स्टील वायर रोप कन्वेंशनल बस दैट इज द ओनली क्वेश्चन दैट्स ऑल
वेरी राइट सर। गैबियन वॉल में जो जीआई वायर हम यूज करते हैं वो ना सिर्फ कॉस्टली है, बट क्या होता है कि स्टोन मूवमेंट के साथ में वो डिशेप्ड हो जाता है। लाइक रेक्टेंगुलर गैबियन वॉल हमारी वो अगर गोल हो जाती है तो इट बिकम्स वल्नरेबल, इट यूज टू गेट स्लिप। तो आपने अक्सर देखा होगा गैबियन वॉल एक के ऊपर एक, अगर आप सीरीज ऑफ गैबियन वॉल बनाएंगे, एक नीचे अगर छोटा पत्थर सेटल हो जाए तो ऊपर सारा का सारा डिशेप हो जाता है। तो अभी उसको बचने के लिए हमने क्या किया है कि स्टोन को स्टैक करने के बाद में दोनों साइड रॉक एंकरेजेस लगा के वायर रोप से, जीआई वायर रोप से, ड्राइंग में मैंने दिखाया आपको, वायर रोप से उसको एंकर किया है, सो दैट नन ऑफ द स्टोन शुड मूव फ्रॉम दैट प्लेस। और उसके ऊपर में जूट फैब्रिक लगा के घास लगा दी है, तो वो जो उसके दरारें हैं, पत्थरों के बीच के गैप है, उसमें रूट सिस्टम इतना बढ़िया लगा है, हाँ ये वाला, तो वो उसको एंकर करके रखता है। So it is not going to with the passage of the time it will further improve sir। जो हमने क्रीपर्स लगाए हैं उसमें, उनकी जड़ें जो है उनके पत्थरों के उसमें जा करके उसको वहीं के वहीं रखेंगे।
Any other question? Agrawal sir, next question.
हेलो
या
हाँ सर जो हिल साइड में जो आपने जो स्ट्रेटा है हिल साइड में सर वो बड़े बड़े बोल्डर और सॉफ्ट सॉइल मिक्स करके है उसको रिटेन करने के लिए क्या प्रोविजन किया सर आपने
वेरी नाइस। एक्चुअली हिल में यही एक कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी होती है कि सब कुछ एक जैसा हमें मिलता नहीं है। ना सिर्फ बड़े बड़े बोल्डर हैं, बट साथ में सैंडविच एक बड़ी वीक क्ले भी है। तो हमें उस क्ले को, हमने वैल्यू इंजीनियरिंग करके उस क्ले को अपनी पोजीशन में, और वो क्ले पानी के साथ बाहर आ जाती थी। अगर वो ज्वाइंट से क्ले बाहर आ जाती थी तो इन ड्यू कोर्स ऑफ टाइम पत्थर भी बाहर आ जाता है। तो इससे के लिए सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी क्या है, क्ले को अपनी पोजीशन में रखना है। जो डिफिशियंसी है वो क्ले की, हमने उसको दोबारा क्ले लगा के ऊपर से क्ले की छपाई करके उसको पूरा कर दिया। एंड देयर आफ्टर घास के बीज लगा के, जूट की फैब्रिक लगा करके, उसके बाद में उसको हमने ग्रो करने के लिए, घास को ग्रो करने के लिए प्रमोट किया, तो जिससे क्ले का लॉस ना हो। क्ले के साथ छोटे मोटे पत्थर के टुकड़े भी हैं, वो अगर बाहर ना जाए उसके लिए हमने वायर रोप लगा दिया, जीआई वायर मैश लगा दिया। और बड़े पत्थर ना जाए उसके लिए वायर रोप की मैश लगा दी, और सबको एक रॉक बोल्ट से एंकर कर दिया। तो अभी वो कहीं नहीं जाने वाला है। और ड्यू कोर्स ऑफ टाइम जैसे घास और हमारे क्रीपर डेवलप होंगे तो वो दरारें पूरी भर जाएंगी और भी अच्छा हो जाएगा।
सर एक क्वेश्चन और है
या
सर मेरी जानकारी ये थी कि सिंगल लेन रोड है पूरी लेकिन ऐसा लग रहा है कई जगह आपने कैरिज में भी इम्प्रूव किया है तो इंटरमीडिएट लेन भी जो है ओवरऑल हो पाई है क्या ये
वेल जितना फॉरेस्ट से परमिशन था, हमारे राइट ऑफ वे में हमें 12 मीटर का परमिशन था, और हमने 12 मीटर का एक एक इंच यूज कर लिया है। तो जितना भी 12 मीटर में अब रोड चौड़ा हो गया है, यू कैन सी वी कैन मूव इन 2 लेन कंफर्टेबली and having a shoulder sufficiently to for the walk of the Kanwad Yatra people. So now we have given a pedestrian passage also, paved concrete pedestrian passage along with this 2 lane road. So that is possible.
थैंक यू
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Sunil. We will try to go and visit that site because it is very near to the
Yes, sir, it's very
Chhattisgarh.
near to छत्तीसगढ़ सर।
Yes, sir.
इनफैक्ट हमारा, मुझको यहाँ पे कहना था, छत्तीसगढ़ का, रायपुर का इसमें बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन है। ये जो घास के सीड देख रहे हैं सर आप, वो पैकेट देखिए, वो आपके यहाँ का है, रायपुर का है। और इसी के साथ में चाहे जीआई वायर हो चाहे रॉक बोल्ट हो, मैं यहाँ पे एक चीज बताना छोड़ गया कि रॉक बोल्ट हमारा नॉर्मल सर 2 से 2,500 रुपए रनिंग मीटर आता है। आप किसी भी यहाँ पे कंपनी के लोग बैठे, मैकाफेरी बैठे, हमने इसको लोकली मेड रायपुर में बनवाया है सर। यहाँ पर लेथ पर दे करके स्टील रॉड को
हाँ।
42 mm डाया की रॉड को स्टील में दे दिया, उसको टॉप में हमने 1 फीट का सिर्फ थ्रेडिंग करा लिया, नीचे के पोर्शन में थोड़ा सा मॉडिफिकेशन किया जिससे कि ग्राउट मिक्स उसको होल्ड कर सके, रिंग लगा दी है सर, दैट्स ऑल, इतना ही होता है रॉक बोल्ट। अब उसकी कीमत हमारी 250 रुपए रनिंग मीटर
नहीं
हो
नहीं,
गई
वो रॉक बोल्टिंग मैंने भी कराई है कांकेर में,
यस सर।
और बहुत महंगा पड़ता है उसके
छत्तीसगढ़ में इसकी बहुत जरूरत है सर,
हाँ,
ये जो
बहुत।
हमारा पास में छत्तीसगढ़ का जो एरिया है इतना फ्रिजाइल है, गोल गोल पत्थर हैं, अगर उनको पोजीशन में रखना हो तो इससे बढ़िया कोई चीज नहीं हो सकती
थैंक यू
सर।
सर।
थैंक यू सर।
सर एक और क्वेश्चन सर।
हाँ क्या है?
यस सर प्लीज।
हाँ सर, ये दो हिस्सों में पूछ लेता हूँ क्वेश्चन। एक है हाउ ड्रेनेज ऑफ द वाटर और रेनफॉल इज बीइंग टेकन केयर, बिकॉज सरचार्ज ज्यादा होने से अगेन कोलैप्स हो सकती है। एंड दूसरा, जो जेड शेप्ड हम जो बात कर रहे थे रोड सेफ्टी बैरियर के लिए,
या
how are we making sure that the fault line is not starting at the bottom of your Z, where it's starting, where you have anchored into the ground? So that is
एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट। ये बड़ा बढ़िया पूछा आपने। सबसे पहले तो ड्रेनेज कंट्रोल की बात की, तो हमने इसको उस पूरे एरिया को होलिस्टिकली सर्वे किया, ड्रोन से सर्वे किया, मैप किया, एंड देयर आफ्टर वी इंश्योर दैट थिंग ईच एंड एवरी रेन ड्रॉप and flowing water should pass from where it is creating least damages। पूरी सारी नालियां और जो हमने ड्रेनेज कंट्रोल किया है, इससे क्या होगा कि ये पानी हमारे स्लोप में अनवांटेड जगह से न जाए जिससे वो स्लोप को वीक करे। तो एक तो वो डिस्पोजल किया। दूसरी जो चीज थी आपने पूछी कि भाई ये जो जेट शेप्ड हमारी जो है वो उसके एज से अगर पानी निकल करके सीपेज होकर के चले आए, तो ये रॉक बोल्ट आप देख रहे हो, शोल्डर से हम 2 से 2.5 मीटर अंदर की तरफ में रॉक एंकरेजेस किया है, वो जगह फर्म है, और उसके बाद में उस सारी चीज को एक कंक्रीट से कवर कर दिया है। तो नाउ अगर आप फिनिश रोड में वीडियो में देखा होगा तो पूरी सतह जो है, इनफैक्ट वी हैड ए प्लान टू डू सीजीबीएम ओवर इट, बट सो दैट वो पूरा सीमेंटियस फील होता, बट यहाँ पर हमने बिटुमिनस पेमेंट यूज किया है बिकॉज सैंक्शन उतना ही था। तो उस बिटुमिनस पेमेंट को भी इम्परवियस बनाने के लिए हमने जाइकोथर्म यूज किया है, एडिटिव यूज किए हैं, सो दैट दिस कॉन्क्रीट सरफेस इज आल्सो वाटर रिपेलिंग हो जाए, वो पानी सोक ना करे, जिससे कि पानी बह करके सीधे सीधे नाली में चला जाए और हिल के वैली स्लोप की तरफ से बहने के उसके चांसेस, सीप होने के चांसेस कम से कम हो जाएं। सो विद दैट इट हैज।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर।
One question from the first presentation, online management system, from Mr. Irfan. Yeah, yes. Is there any provision to record measurement of works in online management system of Jammu and Kashmir PWD?
Yes, sir. We actually, I'll tell you the flow. First of all, we make the project for which BOQ is recorded in the system, and that BOQ flows from the lower rank, from junior engineer level to the higher rank, where it has to get approved, administrative approved and technically approved. Suppose it's in the competence of superintending engineer, so it will flow accordingly as per the conventional method. It will flow to every role, drawing branch, everywhere it will go, and then the officer who is competent to approve it, there the only he will approve it. And once the quantities are approved, then the in tendering and BOQ we will have only the L1 rates, the lowest bidder rates. We cannot change the quantities. Then during execution, what is required for bills? It is required the drawings and the calculations. Both DWG or PDF sheets of drawings are uploaded by the concerned engineer, and at the same time Excel, CSV files can be added for the calculations. And the progress is actually which comes from the execution module. On daily or weekly basis, every engineer is uploading what is the current progress of that project. The system automatically tells us how much bill can be claimed for the execution work. That is there.
Second question, what is the standard duration of bill payment after bill submission in the system?
Uh, Actually, there are so many things in JKPW UMAS. There are certain services which we have kept under PSGA, Public Service Guarantee Act. like contractor card registration is one of them. Within a month, we have to get it completed. The process has to be completed from all levels. But for billing, we are actually making it a template. There is a standard SOP that bill has to flow from junior engineer to subdivisional engineer to executive engineer. For that, the time is already in the SOP, and maximum by 15 days that is being completed.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now I request co-chair to conclude the presentation.
Thank you, Chair. All there were four presentations, and I would like to sum up these presentations. First one was from J&K PWD online management system, and and e-governance is there, and they have developed well-developed web portal, and in which they are using HR management, transfer postings, and other. I think GPF accounts are also maintaining. You are maintaining. Then e-office, we can say it is complete workflow automation system, including WMS, work management system is also there. I think e-billing is there. Yes, of course they have faced some bottlenecks, but it is generally teething troubles are come in new innovative technology, but it is settled after in due course of time, we can say. And in MP, we are also doing Lokpath mobile app for patch repair work. Any citizen can take geotech photograph and upload on mobile app, and then officer will repair that pothole, and it will upload. It will be uploaded on mobile applications. Yes, you are doing, I think, of course. And we have also developed a dashboard actually. Second presentation, mechanized mastic asphalt versus manual mastic asphalt. Of course, it was a very interesting presentation, and they have done in West Bengal successfully. It is a case study, and the mastic asphalt was done 2001, and it is intact in 2021. And in Hooghly Bridge, I think they have done 1993. Really, it was environmental friendly uh, technique, and we should do. But in mastic asphalt, whenever we will do, we should temperature and skid resistance to be taken care of. I think mastic asphalt construction, of course. Yes, yes. And third one was implementation of environmental management plan and climate resilience features in Karnataka State Highway Improvement Project. Yes, it is on, it was on State Highway 85, 84 State Highway, and they have done uh, protection of soil erosion, bioengineering measures, and water resources management they have done. And we can say that we can also use recharge bore while we construct the new roads. In MP, we are doing. You have done. Okay. This was very useful presentation for every state. And last one was from Madhya Pradesh, my state, and Mr. Verma has explained very well, and it was interesting. And I would like to suggest Mr. Verma, after completion of this project, he should collect the data of road reduction accident. I think the data you are not having, how much accident have been reduced, so you should collect, and it will be better. Uh, okay, thank you. Thanks, Chair.
Now I will present the moment to the presenters. ये तो आ गया.
थैंक यू सर। और अब हमारा ये सेशन अपने अंतिम पड़ाव पर है। इसे आगे बढ़ाते हुए एक छोटी सी भेंट छत्तीसगढ़ पीडब्ल्यूडी की तरफ से इसके लिए मैं श्री एस के कोरी जी को मंच पर आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी, चीफ इंजीनियर PWD छत्तीसगढ़। या प्लीज सर मंच पर आए और हमारे जो मेहमान हैं, विशेष अतिथि हैं, उन्हें सम्मानित करें मोमेंटो से। श्री के पीपरी जी, प्रेसिडेंट IRC एंड इंजीनियर इन चीफ PWD छत्तीसगढ़, जिनको मोमेंटो से सम्मानित करेंगे एस के कोरी जी। को चेयरपर्सन श्री R.K. मेहरा जी, इंजीनियर इन चीफ PWD गवर्नमेंट ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश। श्री इरफान अहमद राशि जी, श्री राजीव छतराज जी, श्री राजीव छतराज जी, चीफ इंजीनियर नेशनल हाईवे विंग पब्लिक वर्क्स, डायरेक्टरेट गवर्नमेंट ऑफ वेस्ट बंगाल। हमारे साथ हैं श्री GD कुमार जी,
मिल जाएगा।
एग्जीक्यूटिव इंजीनियर KSHIP। मैं श्री सुनील वर्मा जी से भी आग्रह करूंगी कि वे अपने पड़ोसी से ये भेंट स्वीकार करें। और जिस तरह से अभी बात हो रही थी, तो वाकई में जो पड़ोसी उनके बीच संबंध ऐसे होना चाहिए, और हो भी क्यों ना, क्योंकि छत्तीसगढ़ तो पहले मध्य प्रदेश में ही था, तो वो लगाव, वो सब कुछ दिखाई दिया। तो ठीक कहा सर आपने, छत्तीसगढ़िया सबले बढ़िया, सबले बढ़िया। जोरदार तालियों के साथ बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। इस सेशन की हम यही समाप्ति कर रहे हैं। बहुत शुक्रिया मंचासीन सभी अतिथियों का, और हॉल में बैठे हमारे सभी गणमान्य लोगों का भी बहुत बहुत आभार। और साथ ही साथ अब अगले सेशन की तैयारी है।
नहीं, अब वो नेक्स्ट वो बताएंगे तो
Thank you, ma'am.
बनाई सकते हैं।